Welcome to the Service Industry Podcast. I've spent the last decade as a CEO, operator, and business builder selling tens of millions of dollars in products and services. I, just like many of you, started with nothing. My mission for this podcast is to help you become the greatest version of yourself, help you grow and scale your business, and create the life you've always dreamed of. I'm your host, Matt Smith. Enjoy the episode. What's going on, everybody? Matt here from the Service Industry Podcast. All right, listen. If I hear one more business owner say sales are slow, the economy's down, I swear, I'm going to start punching holes in the wall. Because the truth is this, sales aren't slow. You're slow. The economy is not your problem. Your level of activity is your problem. And today I'm going to break down exactly why buying into the delusion is destroying your business and what winners do instead. And that's what today's episode is all about. Before we dive in, you guys know we got a little housekeeping to do. As always, y'all know I own ServiceIndustryCoach.com. We are a full-scale print marketing agency helping home service businesses all over the country. We do yard signs, direct mail, business cards, brochures, estimate sheets, the whole 9 yards. Last month alone, we printed over 1 million pieces of direct mail. Direct mail is the biggest marketing lever in my roofing business. We have a 20x return, meaning we put $1 in, we get $20 in revenue. We will be sending 50,000 pieces of direct mail every single month in 2026. If you're sleeping on it, you got to go to ServiceIndustryCoach.com and let us do direct mail for you, yard signs, the whole 9 yards. And if you want one-on-one coaching, which after this episode you might, you can go to the same website. So let's dive in. Every year, okay, I hear the same thing. It's the lie that people love to repeat. People don't have money right now. It's just the season. The weather's bad. Everyone's nervous with the election coming. My town's different. My market's different. The market's down. And what's funny is during that exact same time, in the exact same town, literally in the exact same economy, I see other companies hitting record months. Okay? They have record sales. And so what does that tell you? Well, it tells you that the problem is not the market. It's the mindset. Okay? And let me tell you what's really happening when someone says that sales are slow. Okay? This is what's actually happening. They stopped prospecting. They stopped following up. They stopped doing the things online they know they need to be doing. They stopped improving their sales process. They got comfortable. They stopped marketing, cold calls, door knocking, direct mail, yard signs, Facebook ads, posting on Facebook, whatever it is, they stopped. Okay? They got comfortable with being mediocre at things. And here's the kicker. When you start acting like sales are slow, something crazy happens. Sales become slow. When you talk about slow sales on a daily basis with everyone around you who's also slow and losing because they're not doing anything, then your sales start to be slow. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy almost. And winners just act different. Top performers, the guys that are building real businesses, they literally do the exact opposite when they feel this shift happening. Okay? Because by the way, there's economies and markets out there when things are really good and in a blind, deaf, 6-year-old child could build a $1 million business in those markets. Okay? But when these shifts happen, that's when these losing business owners who don't really have a skill set start blaming everybody else except themselves. But real winners do the exact opposite. They don't panic. They don't whine, bitch and moan. They don't blame the economy. They do this one thing. They increase their output. Okay? They double down on everything that got them to where they are. Prospecting, marketing, following up, getting reviews, optimizing their Google ads, door knocking, creating more content than they normally would. right? Being more involved in their community, whatever those things are. They do more of it. Winners don't shrink when the market gets tough. Okay, they expand. And that's the mindset that winners have over losers. Losers shrink. They stop doing things. When it gets a little bit harder, they pull their marketing dollars back. Winners put more marketing dollars forward because they understand that in order to win in harder markets, in harder economies, in harder seasons, they must expand, not get smaller. And that's why they steal all the market share when everybody else is hiding. So let me be clear. There is always, and I mean always, somebody buying. Okay? People have this misconception that in a recession, nobody buys things. No one needs a roof, so they don't buy it. Nobody buys window cleaning. Nobody gets their yards cut. Nobody hires a landscaper. Let me be clear. There's always somebody buying in a recession, in a slow season, and even when maybe the average person isn't spending as much. Okay, you guys, there's roofs leaking. There's HVAC systems dying in the middle of summer and winter. Windows are failing. Homes need work. You do realize in 2008, one of the biggest recessions probably in our lifetime, that home services, as in people rather than selling and buying new houses, just started putting money in the house they were in, right? They started making those houses better for them because they weren't able to move. So the question's not, are people spending? It's, are they spending their money with you? And if the answer is no, it's because you didn't give them a reason to. It's literally that simple. And so you need to take full control and ownership of your business and your situation. Okay? You need to start going, where can I be better? Where can I do more? Right? Because here's the truth. In hard economies, okay, and in hard markets and hard seasons, you can still absolutely grow. But you just might have to work harder during those times. The cool part is the companies that actually do, instead of sitting around bitching and blaming everybody else, when the markets get good again, those are always the guys that you see that went from 1 million to 25. Okay? And so you need to take full control. You need to start following up more. Okay? Most of you guys are following up once, maybe. Winners follow up 5, 10, 15 times. You need to be everywhere on Google. You should be posting on a regular basis on your GMB account. You need to be aggressively collecting Google reviews. Make sure your LSA is optimized. What's your SEO look like? Be consistent there. Treat it like a job. Okay? You need to push more volume, more ads, more content, more direct mail. You need to be touching customers more in order to win their business. More conversations, building trust. The days of hitting a customer with a single Facebook ad and thinking that's what's going to blow your business up, those days are over, my friends. You better be hitting them with Facebook ads, hitting them in the mailbox, them pulling out of their neighborhood and seeing your yard sign. Okay, they Google you, you actually show up so they can find you. You've got real reviews on your Google account. Your Facebook page is up to date. You're posting content on a regular basis. More volume. You better be tracking your numbers. Because when you track data, the numbers don't lie. And here's what I've learned. When you track data, marketing is no longer scary. Because now you aren't going off guessing. Well, I think my marketing's doing good based on how much money's in the bank. No, dude, you're able to track it. Have a CRM and track every single call that comes in and how they heard about you. And at the end of the month, you pull a report on every single marketing source and see how it's performing. Track your effing numbers. And when you do that, you might be surprised how good some things are working. And you scale those. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. It's insane how this works. And then when you scale those, you're no longer the guy bitching about it being slow. Have real offers. Not just call me for a free estimate, financing available. Actually try to come up with some real-time, sensitive, compelling offers. Try a little bit. Actually put some effing effort into it. A thought process at all, versus just throwing something up and hoping it sticks and then wondering why it doesn't. Okay? You need to stay on the offense. Stop being emotional. Stop being excuse-driven. Just work, man. Just work, and understand that even if the market's down or harder, it doesn't mean you can't win and have record years. Okay? You must make the shift. When you stop blaming the economy, when you stop blaming the season, when you stop blaming your town, your market, your competition, whatever it is you guys blame, you start to realize something powerful. It's all on you. And that's a good thing. That's a good place to be. Okay? Because if the problem isn't the economy, then you don't need the economy to change. You need to change. You need to change your behaviors in what you're doing to grow your business. Depending on Facebook groups isn't going to cut it anymore. Okay? That's why your business isn't growing. You're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to take some chances. Nobody that's built a 7 and 8-figure business, I'm just going to say 8-figure business, because 7-figure business is like the bare minimum now. Anyone that has grown an 8-figure business never got there without taking chances. I'll tell you a quick story. Good friend of mine is the number one mortgage broker in the state of Michigan. I'm house searching right now, so he just got me pre-approved, and I really like the guy a lot. I look up to him a lot. And he said, you know, Matt, you remind me of myself a lot. He goes, and something I don't tell a lot of people is this story. He says, when I was coming up in my industry, I can't tell you how many times people used to bitch and moan that, oh, the economy's down, the market's down, this industry's garbage, blah, blah, blah. And how people would say, man, you got so lucky. You got so lucky. And he goes, what nobody knows is that I risked my entire net worth 4 times throughout my career to get to where I am today. And where he is today, owns multiple multi-million-dollar houses, number one mortgage broker, has a massive team, just dominating. But he goes, you know what nobody saw was I risked my entire net worth 4 times to get here. And his words, not mine, so excuse the language. But he said, in those moments, I just wanted to say, fuck you. Because nobody understood the risk that guy had on the line. And here's the best part, is nobody would have been willing to do it. And the same thing goes for this thing that I'm talking about right now. Everyone wants to bitch and moan that the economy's down and that things aren't going great. Well, guess what, dude? Time to grow a pair of effing nuts and put your money where your mouth is and go make something happen, because you're on your own. This one is on you. And the only person that's going to get you out of this hole is yourself. So you've got 2 options. You can sit there and blame everything and everybody else but yourself, or you can take responsibility and say, I know it's hard. I haven't done the things I need to do, and it's changing today. So here's my challenge. Stop repeating what average people say. Stop acting like a victim to the market. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Because winners create their own economies and losers wait for one. So you're literally a decision away, okay, from momentum, from gaining momentum inside of your business. And that decision is taking full ownership of the position that you and your business are in currently. If you increase activity, increase your consistency, and increase your intensity every day, not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, not once a week, every single day, then I don't care what the economy is doing, you will still win. I know this isn't a fun episode to listen to, but someone had to say it. because more people would rather join a little kumbaya circle complaining about why everyone is so slow than actually take responsibility and do something about it. I hope you guys will take action. I hope you guys will listen to this and wake the F up. Nobody's coming to save you. And you are capable, more than capable, of having a record year, regardless of the conditions. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. As always, if you need any help marketing your business or want to work with me directly doing one-on-one coaching, visit serviceindustrycoach.com. We'll see you on the next episode.